guys, and welcome back to another episode of Total Control with Huesca. It is a brand new day, and I am pumped to get ready for the two videos I'm going to be recording today. First of which is Vallecano away. We've relieved a lot of pressure on ourselves by winning that last game and semi-pulling ourselves right to the cusp of potential safety. If we were to beat Vallecano, potentially we could find ourselves out of the relegation zone for the first time since I believe match day 3. And my god, once we get our heads above water, I just want to try and fight like crazy to stay there. And I'm thinking about this like this. We got 15 points from our last 10 games. If we'd done that for the first 10 games as well, we'd currently be sitting around about 6th or 7th in the league. So the form we're actually on at the moment is just outside European places. And if we keep that up for the rest of the season, then I see no reason why we can't potentially stay up. But we've got to win the winnable games, honestly. I reckon we've got, what, 15 points at the moment? I genuinely think if we can get a point a game for the rest of the season, I think we'll be enough to stay up. I think 33 points will keep us in the league this year. That's my prediction. Hopefully we'll get a bit more than that, but I think if we just go for a point a game for the rest of the year, I think that might well be enough, but we'll see. Now, after Juanpi got 2 assists in the last game, I figured he must have got a few this season. Yeah, well, he's actually got joint 3rd most assists in La Liga. And that really has gone under the radar, just how good he's actually been. He has the same number of assists as Ivan Rakitic, just behind Pavon, and only 2 less than Lionel Messi. So, Juanpi, well done, son. Thought we'd just have a look as well at the team stats and see where we're kind of ranking on some of these now, because it's quite important to look at. So, for example, on possession, we're down towards the bottom. Not a huge surprise there. Headers won, not doing too bad. Although, the headers-won ratio, again, not too bad. Form is kind of irrelevant at this point right now. Goals scored, this is what I mean. Goals scored, 22 goals is not bad. Look at all these teams below us. We've scored more goals than Valencia. And basically all of our rivals down towards the bottom, particularly the ones really down there. Betis, Leganes and Valladolid. We've scored a buttload more goals than them. That's huge. Our cross completion is very, very good. That's starting to get even better, I think. Goals from corners. We've even scored 5 goals from corners, which is actually a really large amount. A couple of direct free kicks from Juanpas. I think there was one from Torre too. Our pass completion is the worst in the league, which is not surprising when you consider that we do play a lot of long balls. But I'm alright with that. It's not like it's in the 60s. We haven't completed that many passes in general. But, holy Christ, we've got the most chances What? Wow. I did not know that. Holy Christ. Not only have we got the most chances created of any team in the entire division, but we've got 7 more than the nearest team, which is Bilbao. I legitimately cannot believe that. So what this is suggesting to me is that we are quite literally a striker away from being an unbelievably good side. It's as simple as that, really, isn't it? We just need players that can put the chances away. Our creativity has been absolutely top draw this season. I can't see how we could go down while creating the most chances in the league. Look at this. Valladolid have the 9th most, so fair enough for them. But look, Vallecano down here. Leganes down with 16. Sevilla surprisingly down here too. Betis, Girona. Like, generally speaking, the less chances you create, the less chances you're going to score. But the fact that we've created 37 chances this season is insanity. Not hitting the target enough perhaps could be an issue. And our conversion rate is pretty piss poor, which is again an issue. One of the worst defences, but not the worst, thank God. Girona have conceded the most, in fact, Vallecano and Levante down there, so it's good to see. I want to try and get us a little bit higher though. But we have conceded 4 times from corners, and twice from direct free kicks, and 8 times from indirect free kicks. That was the real kicker for me. That the sheer amount of goals we've conceded purely from set pieces is insanity. Yeah, so 16 goals this season have come from set pieces. 16! That's more than half of the goals. That is literally half the goals we've conceded have come from set pieces. Crazy. But today, it's Vallecano. Nice and easy. Actually, to be fair, it's one of the easier games, but they were on a good run and they seem to be dropping a little bit. We need to take advantage because our form is good, and you can bet your ass that Carlos Okapo is starting today. I love this guy. He's been so pivotal. So we started him first. His first start was amazingly actually against Leganes, which was the 1-1, I believe. No, sorry, it was the 3-2 win away at Leganes. Then he played against Valencia, which was a 1-1 draw. Then he played against Malaga, which was a 1-1 draw. Then he played against Eibar, which I think was, I can't even remember the result. 3-1 maybe? I can't remember. It was a decent result. Then against Sociedad, we did lose that game against Sociedad. Then he didn't play against Real Madrid or Alaves. He comes back for Athletic Club, draw there, and Girona a win there. So he's only lost 1 of the 7 games that he's actually played in. Didn't play against Getafe, and we did win that, to be fair. But, I can't remember what the result was against Eibar, actually. It was 1-0 over Eibar, not 3-1. It was 3-1 against Getafe. Point is, look at his ratings in these games. Okay, 6.7 against Malaga. We weren't great. But, generally speaking, he's putting up some really solid numbers, and I'm insanely impressed with his output. Don't know why, but he's doing a decent job, and he's going to stay in until he doesn't, really. I'm really going to give him a huge benefit of the doubt, because he's definitely starting today. But I think Jose Angel's going to have to come in for Luisinho. That is an issue. I'm going to sort the training calendar out here because, as you can see, the assistant goes by default to put this stuff in, and that's just not what we want. I've set it to more technical. So we've got chance creation, chance conversion, the usual stuff. But we're going to get rid of this possession one here and put in a nice attacking movement training one. And then my usual plethora of set-piece ones. That'll probably do. We would like to have a physical session on the Monday, to be fair. We had a nice rest on the Sunday after that game. I would love to win. If we win this game, we've got basically, a free hit against Celta Vigo because they're a really good tie, and then a totally free hit against Barca at the Nou Camp. Valencia go and thump Vallecano 4-0, so that's not going to help them one tiny bit. Lagana's playing Sociedad. Big time now for us. Come on, Sociedad. And they've lost 1-0. That was one of their games in hand being ticked away there. So that's very, very pleasant reading when you look at that. Minus 21 goal difference for Vallecano. They've lost 4 on the bounce. They're in horrendous form, and we're starting to pick up a little bit. Laganas lose one of their games in hand as well, so now they've only got 2 games left, and that wouldn't be able to pull them out of the relegation zone anyway. We are in a genuine position where we could actually, because Vallecano have played an extra game than us now as well. So if we beat them, we'd go within 1 point of them, and then we'd still have a game in hand on them as well. And look at 37 goals conceded now. The focus of the attack was definitely down that right-hand side with Juanpi and Acapo. They were absolutely phenomenal. Yaya Toure, 4 key passes. Javi made a lot of mistakes, but that's because he was playing at left-back, and he is a left winger. So it's another point on the board for Levante, and they have actually gained, 5 from their last 5, so they are just picking up a few little points here and there. But you can see who the real bad form is down there. Valladolid can't buy a win. Laganas can't buy a win. Vallecano can't buy a win. Betis have got 1 win in 5. We've got 7 points from 5 games. We're definitely the form team down that sort of section of the league. Getafe are sliding, but they've got so many points on the board already, you think they'd probably be all right. Musto's got a sports hernia, is going to be out for 5 to 7 weeks. Well, aren't we glad that we've got our big man? Because that would have been horrendous. Hernandez is going to be back for the next match, not this one. So that's going to be massive, I think. Look at that. Most of our team was team of the week. Oh, you've got to be having a shitting laugh. Both of our DMs get injured in the same bloody week. Are you having a freaking... And it's not only that, but they're both going to be out for more than 1 week. Could not have had a worse thing happen to us right now. You bring in a backup so that your DM could actually afford to get an injury. And then what happens? They both get injured. Crazy. And Miramon out as well. I legitimately have no idea who's going to play there in that match now. Dynamics as well. Weirdly, the dressing room atmosphere is still falling, but the managerial support is good. The team cohesion is just in the green again. Oh, Angel Herrera's injured as well. What? Sorry, our training schedule this week is no different to normal, is it? What the hell is going on? What? Literally half the bloody first team just got injured in a week. The training schedule was literally no different to normal. The only way to describe this is quite literally an injury crisis. How many injuries have we had in 1 week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had 6 injuries in less than a week. Like, I know sometimes the training sessions can sometimes cause a little injury if it's over intense, but we've not done anything different. I think we can kiss goodbye to having any hopes in this game now. That's literally half of our team gone. They like the positive approach. Nice to see. They like that too. They like that too. My God. I might just quit while I'm ahead here. Valladolid are playing Levante. This is not good. Levante winning. I think it kind of helps us in a way because it pushes Valladolid that little bit further down, I suppose. But it does help Levante, which is the last thing we need, really. I think we're just going to have to put that down to just pure horrendous fortune. So we're going to have to take a lot of these guys out of this and make sure they're available just in case, to be honest. So, Gallego is technically fit. Ben Woodburn, probably not, but I was going to start Gallego anyway. So that looks like it might not be too bad. Like, we've got so many changes that are being enforced here. I don't know who's going to play here. Aguilera can't play here because he's unregistered. Can we register him? Cannot be registered for this match. Okay. Would I have been able to register him anyway? Or because we're outside the registration window, am I just screwed on that situation? Like, I can't really have done much more. We bought in a backup to the player that we thought was going to get injured. I feel like Rivera's going to have to... I would put a midfielder here, but... Sorry, a defender here, but I kind of want to play a player who's got a little bit more... Is there maybe more... No, I want to just keep him out here. Luis Angel... Jose Angel can come in. That's fine. These guys are alright with the Carpo. Gallego's going to have to start despite that injury. It's not the end of the world, but look at this. Amadou is the big loss for me. And Musto. Like, Musto and Amadou, losing both of them is crazy. Gallego can start, though. This is going to be one messed up bench. Because none of these players are available. Willock can come in on the bench. Everybody else is unavailable, essentially. So the bench is going to be Willock, Walter Peters, Guyart, Mango, Costas, Chong, and Nilmar. It's not that bad, but I really do feel like Rivera having to play slightly deeper. Although he does have aerial presence, which means he might actually be able to win some balls in that position, but that's not his main role. I'm concerned about... He's got good links with the other two, though. So, I don't know. I am still concerned about that, though. But Juanpi and Galan are available. Gallego is at least fit. If we need to, I think I'd probably bring Mango off the bench. He would be my sort of backup there. It's a shame about Woodburn, but this is crazy. And it's not like it's going to go away anytime soon. Like, losing both of our DMs for the next couple of weeks. It's a very similar approach with a roaming playmaker of Imbula. Although they've got the complete wing back on this side to go past Kakuta. This is a really attacking looking lineup. Even though it's just balanced and flexible. They've lost 4 in a row. All with lots of goals conceded for the most part. Like, they've conceded, what? 13 goals in the last 4 matches. They're good for a Rick. And they're vulnerable to facing us. So, they didn't actually play that system against Valencia when they got dicked on. They didn't play it against Atletico either. And they did play this against Getafe and were beaten. Like, this is such a varied system. There's not really much we can learn from that. Other than that they're very bad at the back. So, place shot from 50% of their goals have come from crosses. And they've conceded a lot of them. I think we just need to be putting crosses in over and over. And since our team relies on crosses so heavily, I feel like Gallego might have a chance to fill his boots today, potentially. Imbula's their top scorer. And he's a centre midfielder. So I might actually stick with the pressing intensity on him. Kakuta, I don't think he's a dribbler. So I might mark him but not press him so high. And then Barber, we're going to turn that off as well. Moreno, again, we don't want to be tackling him too hard or pushing in on him too much either. Same with Agbo. Kakuta's got some assists. And is the most dribbles per game. Honestly, I suppose if we're going to target one player to go after, we might as well make it Gael Kakuta. Because he seems to be the most dangerous player. So, yeah. It seems that the fact that their top scorer is a centre midfielder. Then again, ours is too. So, and Agbo's had a decent season. He's the only player for them that's really doing a decent job. So I actually think we might press him a bit higher as well. Just to try and shape him off the ball a little bit. But really go after Kakuta and press Imbula and Agbo a little bit. It's basically a battle of these systems. And we managed to win the battle against Girona. But I don't know if we can do it away at Vallecano. Particularly with the fact that we're missing a DM, basically. But let's go and see what happens. These things are all about the ups and downs of this season. And that's one of the things I like doing it slowly. Because going as strong on Raul de Tomas. Alright, fair enough. Because you get to learn things like this. But we are going through a hell of an injury crisis right now. I think if we can just avoid defeat here, then I would settle for that, basically. If we don't lose to Vallecano, then I would be pretty damn happy, because losing to them would be dreadful, because it would pull them further away from us yet again, with 2 more tough games to come. But keeping in touch with them and getting another point on the board from this little spell of matches would be ideal. Having all those early season defeats gives us the avenge option a lot for the second half of the season, and that always works on players. Well, so there was no tunnel interview in this one. As things stand, we would go to within a point of Betis with a draw here. Which is, I mean, we only need to finish above 3 teams. And I think Valladolid and Leganes, particularly Leganes, look like the ones that we can potentially finish above of. It's one more team. And the problem with Betis is I feel like they've got the quality, if they get it right from a managerial point of view, to essentially get past us. And that's the issue with them. And we've certainly pulled our way back in. As things stand at the moment, we'd only be 1 point from safety. Hello, what, are you serious? What was that? What was that? A ball lumped over the top, fair enough, no problem. That sort of stuff happens. But then why on earth doesn't the fullback just deal with this? How is he losing that challenge? It's so pathetic. It was just an absolutely shocking attempt to win the ball there. There's no reason for him not to just head that. Also, why do they take so bloody long to get back from this? Look, what are you doing? Why are they not running back? I mean, Galan's done a great job there, but I don't understand why they won't get back. Over the top for Gallego, he's through. Put the ball in the freaking net, my god. They seem incapable of finishing a chance. Still plenty of time. We're looking probably still, amazingly, like the better side so far over the first 10 minutes, but that doesn't mean a great deal when you're a goal down, does it? But we have at least threatened them. That's the main thing. Insua, that's better. Room to turn. Rivera. Having a more creative player in the DM role actually could help us in places, because he can pick a better pass potentially than Musto or Amadou, perhaps. A Carpo, ball in. Galan! Oh, what a great goal that is from. It's an own goal, but it doesn't matter, because once again, Carlos Ocapo is basically the master of this. He gets the ball out on this right-hand side from Juanpi, and he puts in an absolutely stunning ball. Across, look at that for a ball. He's forced the defender into the mistake there, and it's an own goal that gives us a lovely equaliser here away at Vallecano. We've deserved that. They're quite keen to play it out from the back, which is potentially dangerous. And again, Ocapo. Oh, he's made a mistake there. Have I praised him too much? What a tackle. And a save from Jovanovic. That was Ocapo's mistake. He let that one go over his head. Got to criticise him if I'm going to praise him like that. Rivera wins it. Gaya goes in behind again. Oh. Quampi, dig out across. Another corner there. They're having more of the ball, but we're creating better opportunities as well. I was saying it's Sua, and Dimitrescu makes the save. Amat over the top, and Ocapo has got to get there, and he does. Okay, I'm going to stop praising him now, because it seems that it's gone to his head. That's more like it. Forcing him into the channel again, and Thomas is going so what? Oh, they're getting those balls in behind for him a little too easily. No wonder we score so many corner goals. We get so many corners. They have definitely threatened today. This could definitely go either way at the moment. Juanpi's ball all the way through. A few too many fouls being conceded too. I swear to God, indirect free kicks are going to be the death of me in this game. I just cannot be bothered with it anymore. What are you doing? Like the first goal, win the freaking ball. There's no reason. He is so the favourite for that, it's unreal. And for that, it's just... I feel like this might be one of those games where we can up our press a tiny little bit. Be a little bit more aggressive with it because they're just controlling the ball a little bit too much. They're not doing a great deal with it in places. And I think we need to get in on that a little bit. Acapo's not had the best day, unfortunately. Acapo's been quite error prone today. He has not been good, unfortunately. I gave him too much praise before the game, as always. And I screw up. I'll make 3 subs. I'm going to bring Walker Peters on as well. 25 minutes with these guys. What have you got? Walker Peters. Chong. Galan! Oh my God, straight away, Javi Galan pops up with the goal, and it's Tate Chong. He's literally been on the pitch probably less than a minute, and he's just created the equaliser here. Great work as well from Walker Peters to win that here, to just nudge this inside for Chong, but this is a beautiful cross. And Galan rises highest, heads it home, and I think we've deserved that. An equaliser here again, 2 all away at Vallecano. Let's push on. Torre might fancy... Oh my God. What was that? But there we go. Mango does really well. Angel. Go on. Put one in. Chong! Oh, what a save. But look at that. We've created so many good chances already since the substitutions have been made. We're all over them in the second half. Juanpi's been great, but he's not always going to be perfect in every game, is he? So we've got to make sure that, you know, we're prepared for that eventuality. Tomas has looked decent. We're just giving him way too much space for some reason. Kakuta. Oh my God! But he's pressing them at least. And Touré's done really well there. Mango's through! What a save from Dimitrievski. Oh my God. Find an equaliser. 3-all draw here would be better than nothing. Like, a loss here is devastating. Potentially, Mango over the top. Can he get the touch out of his feet? Oh, he's offside. We've done pretty well on the night, but just some of the goals we've conceded and some of the chances we've missed is actually, if anything, more annoying than the goals we've conceded are some of the chances we've not taken. Gallego's chance in that first half had to be a goal. Like, we've had a decent number of shots. We've hit the target plenty. We've not been shooting from range. We've created some decent opportunities. They've still had some good chances, and I just... it's so frustrating, the types of goals we've conceded in this match. And we look so good against... And we've come out here and scored 2 goals, that's the thing. But I just think without a solid defensive midfield screen, we've really, really struggled today to cut out their attacks before they get the chance, and that's going to kill the rest of the game if I can't. Well, actually, I can totally believe it. We're putting a valiant display in places, but we've just been so lax in the defensive areas. And the fact that one of the goals was a bloody indirect free kick, as always, is frustrating as well. But there you go. That's a huge win for them, and that is a real blow for us. Because it basically puts us in a battle now with Betis. Because everybody else is miles clear of us now. It's us and Betis basically fighting for those last relegation spots. And I don't know how we're going to be able to beat them. Didn't create enough chances, but still should have taken the ones that we did create. And we let them have too much. Betis are at home to Barcelona. Watch them win against Barca. They got a 0-0 draw against Barca. Alright, cool, yeah. So that pushes Betis a further point clear of us, and they managed to take a point against Barcelona. We've only won 1 of our last 5, and I've only got 4 points from 5 matches now. There's still a lot of work to be done. I still think there's a lot of positives coming from the way that we're playing in certain games. If we can beat a team like Girona 4-0, that suggests to me that we're capable of winning against most of the teams in that bottom half in our home matches. And we're kind of going to have to at this point. But we've got Celta Vigo up next, who are 7th in the league. That is not going to be easy. But what I would say is they've only won 1 of their last 5 matches and are on a terrible run of form. So that might well be enough for us to try and have a crack at them. But the problem is we're going to be missing so many players. Hernandez will be back though, and maybe that's the difference. Maybe having a striker that can actually put the ball in the net, as he's shown against Getafe, could be the difference for us. I don't know. But we're really lacking in that sense. But regardless, we must push on. So if you've enjoyed this episode, in spite of the 3-2 defeat, drop a like on the video, that would be cool. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Celta Vigo at home. It's essentially a free hit, but it would have been much better if we just taken a point from that last game. Oh my God. Losing feels so much worse because they've gained points on us. Not just the fact that we've lost 3 points. They've gained 3 points, and that's the worst thing about it. There's a huge swing on that one. We're now miles away from them, and that is a real issue. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.